Hey, what's up, guys? STS here. Welcome to another simple review. I'm over here at my grandma's house. I'm using my phone camera like always, and my laptop, my netbook, whatever you want to call it, is holding it up. But we are here for another movie here. I got a bunch of movies this week. Like I said, you saw in my old slamming vlogs of stupid decisions. Yes, this netbook I got really was not worth the fucking price as it was. I only have 7 gigabytes of or 11 gigabytes of whatever to do on the damn thing. But I mostly got to be on the internet basically. So basically, I'm just going to use SD cards to be my memory for it. But other than that, it's great. It was a sacrifice. I wanted to have a netbook. I want to have something to do and do more stuff. But I'll talk about that in another vlog later. We're here for another movie review, and I borrowed. The thing that pisses me off. I borrowed two. I borrowed one movie. I borrowed Boo, Medea's Halloween. I always want to see it. And it was over here at the Henderson's Library. Picked it up, rented it, and I put it in the damn Blu-ray, and it wasn't working. Because some Blu-rays, it takes for a while to load up a screen, like this movie we're going to talk about here, which is The Magnificent Seven, 2016's Magnificent Seven. Now I've seen the original. I think I saw it last year, or maybe I don't know, early this year maybe, or last year. I think it was last year maybe I seen it, but I didn't do no review because some movies I can't get into, or I'm trying to get into. Some movies I get from my grandma just to watch because I can't get the rated R status. But I ended up getting this. This was PG-13, and of all this fucking Western violence and violent murder, this was a pretty outstanding PG-13 flick with all this violence. I thought this would be a rated R film. Um, but let's just go where it is. I mean, Bogue. It all starts with this corrupt fucking industrialist and his fucking army of fucks, and they go in this fucking town, and they want to mine. He wants to take all their valley for nothing, and just get the gold for himself and his cronies or whatever, basically. And the people, or in the very first scene, which I thought was real good, was how. And other things too. I do love these revenge flicks. See, I like kind of they get their ass kicked, like bad guys, turmoil, despair. Everything happens in the first of the film, and during the going into the film, you know that they're gonna get their ass kicked or killed or whatnot, be humbled. I enjoy that, and I recognize one of the guys on there who's the husband to this woman on it, who's the husband to the Emma Cohen. I forgot his name, but Matt Homer. He's a gay guy, but he played he played the character. He's from White Collar, I think, or whatever that show is on USA, I think, or I don't know. I may be wrong. I may be wrong. I'm not sorry. I don't watch the show. But he all leads to this church, and they're like saying he's taking over Bogue. His name's Bartholomew. I can't say it, Bogue, but he's taking over. We need to do something about it. We're all just farmers here, damn it. We can't do anything about it. So they end up getting him. He tries to man up, and then here comes Bogue and his posse. After they were talking about him, he just comes out. Ooh, out, and here comes the devil. And he tries to stand up because everybody else are pussies. His wife, who's Hella Bennett, who plays Emma Cohen, she's hot as hell. I call her like a Jennifer Lawrence 2.0. She's smoking cleavage and everything going up, but her husband gets shot and gets killed, and then she's actually the one that goes to film to hire on these people. And that's when you enter Denzel Washington, who plays Sam Chisholm, which I think I like the last name because maybe that's a Chisholm, maybe that's a John Wayne reference, a little paid tribute, have a little Chisholm there. And he plays this African American United States martial warrant officer from Wichita, Kansas, and he's the leader of the Magnificent Seven. So you meet him, and he's a real badass man. He's 60 years old. He's old as hell. God. But he's playing this film. He's fucking good in this film. One hell of a black man he is, and a legendary black man. One of the brothers. I liked his little beard thing and everything. I thought that was cool as hell. I'm sorry, this background's terrible with this wall. You meet Denzel Washington, and you first meet him, and there's a scene when he goes up to his bar, and he's looking for somebody, and it's basically the bartender and everything. And then you see Chris Pratt, who plays Joshua Harfarday, a gambler with a fondness for explosive and card tricks. He's basically the Western's Gambit. um, and he gets into it, and he gets enjoyed by Denzel. And that's how he meets up with Chris Pratt, and that they meet up and do everything. And then they start to say, hey, well, no, Emma goes up to them and says, hey, we're looking for somebody. We need somebody to help us. Here's everything we have. Then we meet up with Ethan Hawke, who's a goodnight Robotchek. He's a Confederate veteran and sharpshooter who is haunted by his past. And I thought Ethan Hawke did a good well in this place too. His name Goodnight. I mean, that's a Goodnight. What kind of name is that? I don't know. The fourth man is Vincent D'Onofrio. I can't say his name, but he's from CSI or whatever. He was also on. He played the bad guy, the bad alien from Men in Black. What else has he done? Except by the CSI stuff. Well, he's did more shit, but he plays Jack Warren, a very religious tracker and a mountain man. And he's just, his voice is all, I told you, it didn't sound like him. I thought he did this acting job real well. Then you got Byung-hun Lee as Billy Rocks, a East Asian immigrant, an assassin who likes to utilize knives. And that's where he's alongside with Ethan Hawke. So that's how they meet up, because Joshua Farday ends up going to meet Goodnight and Billy Rocks. And then you have Vasquez, which some of this movie, I didn't really see much of this. Like this part of Vasquez, he's a Mexican outlaw who's been on the run for several months. I didn't see that part. Sorry, I was in the background probably. And then you get Red Harvest, who they find at the very last, and he's the youngest. He is a excelled Comanche warrior and the youngest of the seven. He's the youngest. So, and you got Teddy Q. Can't leave about Teddy Q. He's the assistant. He's Emma's friend who helps to hire the seven, and he's hopefully trying to get help. Maybe he can get laid at the end. I don't know. But it was real great. If I can talk about it, I'm not really going to spoil much of this film because it's a very long film, by the way. I'm not really into long films. Like it was 2 hour and like 5 minute movie. It says 212. I don't know where it says. It says 133 minutes long. He guys, but it was basically. They got everybody together, and then they got the farm. It was basically training all the town folks about how to shoot, which they suck bad. They didn't really know. And then to get them ready for the ambush. Which when they first met up with Bogue's cronies, just his little crew for the town, they just whacked them all off. But they knew that hell was going to come, and then they sent the fucking sheriff, who was already being paid by Bogue, to go and tell them. Which don't even do that job. Because if you're going to go up to your big crony and say, oh, your town's fucked up because these guys, you're going to get killed. And that's what that motherfucking sheriff got killed, because Bo killed him. And these villains and these so-called fucking kiss asses, it's like politicians. Oh, we'll follow you, leader. And then you know what happens? Your fucking leader doesn't give two shits about you. He's just going to shoot you in the end. But it goes through the training the people, trying to, everybody's together. There's no fucking against each other and whatnot, except when the fucking farm folks go, I can't do it with the 9 parts with Billy Rocks, and they're forget this. Like, yeah, fucking jackasses. And then it comes to the very at the very end, and it was one of the coolest battle scenes, Western battle scenes I've seen in quite some time. And I don't remember who in the first Magnificent Seven. I don't remember who did I don't know who did the thing. Yeah, you can see my reflection because I have all the cast and record, because I don't have internet, but I have the document WordPad, so I can write all the people's cast in here. Not everybody's, but just the ones I know. But the battle scene was just nonstop, but we did have we do spoiler alerts, which I'll do in a minute. But it was awesome. I thought it was the ending was great. The ending was great. It was lovely. It was satisfying, and I enjoyed this film. I liked it. I liked it a lot. So, before I get to the spoilers and stuff like that, it says entertaining as hell is a critic from Rolling Stone's Pat Travers. Yeah, it was pretty damn good. I think my dad saw this not too long ago as well, and I recommend this film. Yeah, I definitely recommend this film. I'd say go get the originals too. I know they have a couple of sequels that are just maybe like low budgety, whatever, like older ones from the 70s, 60s, from after the original 60s classic or whatever, what year it was. I might have to check those out too, because I know they had a Magnificent Seven ride with Leland Queef, for his name, Queef. Um, but I enjoy this. So I guys pick up Magnificent Seven, but also pick up the original too, with Yul Brynner and Steve McQueen. And what the hell's his name? I forgot. It's Robert Vaughn. But I actually recommend it. All right. The spoilers at the very end, you have the deaths. Well, I mean, the fucking Gatling gun. Bogue has a fucking Gatling gun of his cronies after his big group of people have fallen to fuck. They have finally fallen to fuck. Now we finally get to see the guy. I mean, they said bring it out, and here comes a Gatling gun, and this Gatling gun just tears through everybody. I think it got Billy Rocks, it got Goodnight, and yeah, basically them. Basically Billy Rocks. Oh yeah, Billy Rocks and Goodnight died from that. And then they have I don't remember the guy, but Bogue had his own Comanche fucking ex-warrior or whatever. Denali or whatever, Denali, I don't know, it's not on my notes here, but he is the one that killed Jack Horner. He's played by Vincent D'Onofrio's character, which this guy it was pure balls, and he got shot with the arrow and he keeps going after him like, but he praying like, I will serve you, we'll come for good or evil after you, and then he just dies from it. And then Chris Pratt, he passes away, but then he ended up martyring himself, which he murders everybody with the Gatling gun. I thought that was awesome. Sucks that he died. He should get the. Oh no, him and Ethan Hawke, but Chris Pratt, I liked him better. And Survivors, I mean, well, then at the very end, Denzel Washington, because I got lost focus in part of this, but he goes after Bogue, and they have a standoff, and at the scene in the bar when he says pray, Sam Chisholm tells Bogue like, hey, pray for all the people that my family for raping pray for my family for raping all the women in my town or my mother, and you try to hung me, because he had like a little winch line, like he was getting hung, but he lost it, and he's got a gun, he's about to shoot him, and then all of a sudden Emma Collin, that chick who hired she ends up shooting him, and we think, oh, he shot him, but no, he shot that Denzel Washington's character shot, but he didn't get shot. Emma Collin, Emma shot Bogue. And she did it well. And then Chisholm survives, Vasquez survives, and Red Harbor survives. So basically, three died and three stayed alive. Now who the hell is calling me? I don't know, but that's it for this video, and we'll see you later. Bye.